All right, guys, welcome back to another YouTube here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that like, subscribe button, please. I guarantee you're not gonna miss out. We are talking about some very important topics here heading into 2026. I think that a lot of people fall short of their goals for many reasons, and a lot of them I talk about in this video, but the biggest thing is so many people live the same 50 years over and over and over again and change nothing about their life, nothing about their habits, and never actually do what they say they're gonna do. And if you wanna actually change your fucking life in 2026, you should listen to what I have to say, because I'm somebody who's done that over the last few years of my life and completely changed the trajectory of the course of my life. Now I have a very successful 7-figure fitness coaching company. I live in the exact place that I want to live. I have the life that I want, my family, my friends, my circle, and everything in between. And I feel so blessed to be able to live the life that I do, but it isn't by accident. It's because I followed a specific plan that I set out for myself and followed these specific rules where one day you can actually achieve the same. Number one, if you want to change your life in 2026, you need to get organized. And I know that sounds very mundane, very cliche, but organization can mean many different things to many different people. And to me, organization is having a clear set of goals and a vision for who you are or what you want to accomplish, right? And the number one aspect of that is knowing your why. Everybody in this life does so many different things, right? Some people are aspiring to be doctors, accountants, some people want to be movie stars, some people just want to sit by a pool all day and do absolutely nothing, right? But there's always a why behind that, right? And the more that you know exactly why you're doing something, the easier it is to accomplish those goals on the hardest days, because motivation is going to come and go. But when you're talking about what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish for yourself or your future vision, the why is super important. When I work with my one-to-one fitness coaching clients, all these women, I always ask them, we don't talk about like how much weight you want to lose or what your goal is actually for the program. It's why are you here? Why do you want this for yourself? Why now? Because that is what's going to actually take you through those hard days and understand why you're doing something. I started a women's only coaching company, and my purpose and my why is because my sister passed away struggling with weight her whole life, and I wasn't able to save her. And now I want to work with women specifically to give back to my sister and honor her in a way where every woman can feel beautiful, confident, and successful, just like my sister wanted to, right? So there has to be a why, because there's not going to be easy days, guys. There are going to be some tough days, and motivation alone is not going to get you there, right? So you need to be organized and structured on why you're doing something and what you want out of this, right? The other part of organization is going to come down to actually being organized, right? My entire day and my entire week and my entire month is dictated inside my Google Calendar. The night before, I know exactly what my day looks like the next day. Every hour, every half an hour is detailed. When I'm working out, when I have a break, when I have a meeting, when I have to shoot content, when I have to make phone calls or take care of other business, like whatever the case may be, guys. If you don't write stuff down, you will never tangibly do it, right? And the other thing about writing it down is when you put it from your brain to a piece of paper or to your phone or to your Google Calendar, it actually forces you to see it every single day. So if you're on your phone or if you're on your laptop and you see something's on your calendar and you don't go and accomplish that thing that you had for yourself, internally you're gonna give yourself anxiety and you're gonna feel like you're playing catch up and you're behind, because you know you wrote it down, you know you were supposed to do that, or you told yourself you were gonna do that and you didn't do it, right? So it's giving you a little bit more self-confidence by doing stuff. It's keeping you organized, and it's keeping you on the same track, guys. I think that so many people have all these visions for themselves, all these ideas, and they never write anything down. They don't know why they're doing it or what they actually want as the outcome of it, and they don't even have an actionable step or plan to get there in the first place, right? So all of those things are super important, and that would be step one, honestly, to changing your life in 2026, is just get organized, have a clear set of tangible goals that you can check off and build momentum in a positive direction every day, and know exactly why you're starting it in the first place. All right, so that's number one. Number two is one of my favorites, and it's something that completely changed my life a few years ago, is you need to have a life audit. And I know it sounds kind of deep, guys, but a lot of times the people that are the closest to you are the exact people that are holding you back with whatever you want to do. And tough conversations need to be had, and tough relationships sometimes break, because a lot of times the people that you are surrounding yourself right now, and I know you can think of that exact person or that group of people, is the number one reason why you aren't in the position that you say you want to be or something you strive to be. And it is absolutely true. There's a quote that I love, and it says, "You are the product of the 5 closest people you hang out with every single day." I've seen it myself. I've lived it myself on both sides of it. And I realized how crazy your life can become the dream that you have for yourself in your mind if you just surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people whose life you want to emulate and go out and pick their brain, watch how they operate, watch how they think. I know myself personally, I used to fly first class before I even could afford it technically myself because I wanted to just be around those types of people. I wanted to experience that firsthand. I wanted to know what it feels like to own your own business and work on a plane and be in a lounge and get catered food on a plane and see what these guys are doing and really pick their brain. I've met so many people at airport lounges or in first class and sparked those conversations and got connections to anything that I was doing just because I put myself in that environment, right? So a lot of times you have to invest in yourself to order to get out stuff that you want, and that could be flying first class before you can afford it, right? Some people might think that's the stupidest thing ever, but I knew what that life looked like and I knew I wanted it so bad, and I met so many amazing people that just think differently, they act differently, and I never wanted to go backwards from there. Once I flew first, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna fly economy ever again. It's just a fact of how it is, right? Human psychology. You always wanna chase more. And I think that that's a big reason, guys. Another one is when I talk about audit your life, right? And like who you wanna surround yourself with, a lot of your dreams, a lot of your goals, your parents won't understand, your friends won't understand, or the people that you are associating with. You know, oh, but I've been with that friend, they've been by my side since 8th grade or freshman year of high school. Who cares? If you want a specific life for yourself and they're not on that path, they're still talking about things you guys did 5-10 years ago, those are not the right people in your life. You want to be with people who talk about the future, not the past, and have goals and wake up and have the habits that you want to emulate in order to reach your goals at the same time, right? So sometimes there's tough conversations that need to be had, and I had that with my life a few years ago. I lost a lot of friends, right? They're not actually your friends, they're your drinking buddies, they're your hometown people, just filling a void in your life so you're not lonely, but loneliness is the only way that you guys can grow. And there will be a lonely period in your life when you're trying to get into fitness or get a new group of friends or get out of a relationship, guys. If you want that for your life and you want more, there will be a lonely period, but you have to love yourself first and you have to know exactly what you're doing in order to stay on that trajectory for yourself, right? And then you will eventually grow into that person that you want to become, and you'll start moving, acting, and thinking like that person because of the people that you've surrounded yourself with, right? So super important, you surround yourself with the right people. They can make or break yourself. That goes with the relationships too, guys. I think the most successful people I've ever met that are married say, besides how you run your business or what it looks like, the most important decision you can make in your life is who you marry, right? Because a relationship can make or break your entire life. So remember that, guys, and have that life audit. Sometimes have those tough conversations. It takes a certain maturity level to be able to do so, but if you actually want what you want, you need to do it. Number 3 for you guys is crafting a winning routine. And again, this might sound simple, but it's very, very difficult to do it in a sustainable way, right? It's not, hey, let's get a routine. It's let's get a sustainable routine that fits in our lifestyle that we can replicate every single day, regardless of our schedule, for the rest of our life. There's no sense of doing something for 30 days, 60 days, a year, if you cannot do it for the rest of your life. And that's what sustainability means to me. That's how I teach all my clients. And that's how I've been able to be so successful, is because you need to make a routine that fits for you, right? If you work a 9 to 5 or you work 7 days a week and you're trying to do 2 hours of cardio a day, go to the gym 6-7 days a week, do this, go do that, it's not sustainable, right? And you're gonna end up hating your life, you're gonna hate your routine, and you're not gonna wanna do it. The number one reason people fall off their fitness journey, or just a journey in general, is because they end up not enjoying the process and it's not sustainable for them, right? So my number one goal for all my clients, and what I hope for you guys, is that you can put together something you thoroughly enjoy, because there's a huge difference between, oh, I have to go do this stuff because of X, Y, and Z, or yes, I get to go do this stuff. I love how I feel, I love how I look, I love my life, and this stuff is just putting me in a positive direction to build momentum and have the life that I want, right? So sustainability is key. You need to have that balance of understanding, I'm gonna do this here, I'm gonna do that there, this fits better in the morning, I'm gonna do this 3 days a week instead of 5, or I'm gonna meal prep here. Whatever the case is, guys, of your routine, you need to have non-negotiables. You need to have that routine that you stick to every single day. You check off the boxes mentally, even more so than physically, and it gets you on that forward trajectory to build momentum and live the life that you want. Number 4 kind of aligns with a lot of the other ones. What I wrote down in my head was building self-confidence, right? And my definition of building self-confidence is doing what you say you're going to do. There's a lot of people that will talk. Oh, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'm gonna go work out. Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's go to bed. Cool. don't see them at 6 a.m. workout. So many people talk, but if you do exactly what you actually say you're going to do, internally you're building that self-confidence where you're trusting yourself and you're doing exactly what you say you want to do and you're going to do, and you end up emulating that aura of, I get shit done, I do exactly what I say I'm gonna do, I check off the boxes and nobody can tell me otherwise, right? So I think how you build self-confidence, yes, you wanna start to get in shape, you wanna look a little bit better, you build self-confidence, people start to look at you or whatever the case may be, but it starts with just doing what you say you're gonna do. And if in 2026 you say, I wanna build the life that I want the best body ever, I wanna get into that relationship, I wanna look sexy, I wanna feel great, whatever the case may be, you need to start trusting yourself. And if you don't do what you say you're gonna do, you're just gonna give yourself more anxiety, and that's gonna emulate in your aura around other people and how you operate and communicate. They might not know that you're not doing what you said you're gonna do, but you do. And that is the biggest thing, guys, because you wear that like a coat everywhere that you walk, right? And you know, so just do what you say you're gonna do. It builds that self-confidence, and everything else will kind of emulate from there. And the last thing to wrap all this up for 2026 is, among all the things that we've talked about, just be consistent. I can tell you right now, you might go through a process or a routine or a habit for 90 days and not see one tangible piece of result. You have to keep going. The only way that you fail is if you quit. You have to stay consistent with whatever you're doing. You can't do it for a day, for a week, for a month, and expect your entire life to change or the world to emulate exactly what you want from it, because you haven't stayed consistent, right? Consistency is the key to anything you want. And it is true, the only way you're gonna fail in whatever you're doing is if you just quit, if you give up, you say, this isn't working for me, right? You have to pivot. You have to find ways to really figure this out for yourself. And every day, you just have to strive to get 1% better. I'm not gonna be the perfect version of myself in a day, even in a month, but over a year, a few years, I can actually change the trajectory of my life. And I have done that, but it wasn't because I didn't do anything and I kept pivoting. It was because I stayed consistent. I had a vision, I had my why. I stayed organized, I did what I said I was gonna do, and I stayed consistent, guys. Consistency is key. Everything all wrapped in one. This is my life hack to leveling up your life and 2xing your life in 2026. Whether you're a woman who wants to drop body fat or be a better mother, whether you're a man who just wants to build confidence and finally start making money for yourself, whatever the case may be, guys, these are your non-negotiables. And this is how I've been able to completely change the trajectory of my life, and hopefully that helps for you guys as well. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. There'll be more videos like this. Let me know in the comments what else you guys want to see, or if you have any comments on what we talked about today. But I appreciate you guys. I love you. And until next time, level up your life in 2026.